Wow, Joe, this game even has territories and rival gangs. I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm in love.
And then you told us all about your clone and how you make him do your job while you watch anime and play video games.
See, guys, this is why you guys aren't billionaires. You're more worried about character than winning and losing. Everything is competition, guys.
Wow, Barack, your hypothetical is kind of freaking me out a little bit.
Damn it, Barack, don't just stand there getting shot. At least dodge those bullets.
Hi guys, I was just about to play BIOMUTANT. It's a game about a post-apocalyptic world where people have gone extinct because of pollution. The pollution has also caused the animals in this world, like rodents, to mutate into humanoid-like creatures that can talk and fight with swords and guns and stuff like that. Except the animals don't speak English, so there's a translator narrating every interaction.
Wow, Joe, look at that little guy go. He's taking them all out at once.
Why have you been hiding this game from us, Joe? I wonder what other games you've been hiding from us. This game is obviously what we need to be playing all day, every day.
I wasn't hiding it, guys. I haven't even played it that much. I played it once about 2 weeks ago and then completely forgot about it somehow. I think I've just been busy with my presidential duties.
Presidential duties, huh? Stop lying to us, Joe.
Yeah, Joe. Don't forget that we already know about your clone that you're making do your work while you spend your days playing video games in here.
What? You guys know about that? How do you guys know about my clone?
Joe, did you seriously forget already? We came over to play a game with you this one time and you hadn't slept for the entire night just to finish the game on your own. And then you told us all about your clone and how you make him do your job while you watch anime and play video games.
Yeah, Joe, but you were sleep deprived then, so maybe that's why you don't remember.
All right, guys, enough about Joe's clone. So, Joe, what are we planning to do right now? Are we going to loot caves, rob people, or just run around and go sightseeing?
Actually, Barack, right now I'm going to take over a rival gang's outpost that's nearby. I've already taken over a few of them, and after we take over a few more, then we will go take out the gang's boss. Apparently, the boss is really hard to beat.
Wow, Joe, this game even has territories and rival gangs. I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm in love.
Keep your creepy feelings to yourself, Donald. No one wants to hear about how much you love the game. But I see what you mean, though, Donald. This game feels like it was made to have superfans. I'm just surprised I never knew about it before now. All right, Joe, hand me the controller. Let me do this.
Wait, Joe, I have a question.
Sure, what is it, Donald?
Can you ride things like bikes and drive cars or fly planes and things like that in this game?
That's a good question, Donald. I also want to know, can you ride horses and stuff like that? Or ride ships like in Assassin's Creed?
I only heard from a friend that you can fly in blips and there's a jetpack somewhere. I also heard that there's a boat you can use to travel on water, and that there's a bat somewhere in the mountains that you can get on top of and use it to fly around.
What about swimming, Joe? Can you swim in this game?
Excellent question, Barack. That question is one of the most important factors when determining how good open-world games really are.
Yeah, you can swim, but you can't swim for long. I think our character doesn't know how to swim that well.
That makes sense. I mean, rodents are known for a lot of things, but they aren't really known for their swimming abilities. Anyways, I have a question I've been wanting to ask you guys.
Sure, Barack, what is it?
I've been thinking. I really love open-world games, but then I also like role-playing games, racing games, and honestly, almost every other genre of games as well.
As do we all, Barack. So what's your question?
All right, guys, the question is, if there was a ban on a genre of games, let's say the government made it illegal to play a specific genre of games, which genre would you guys choose to get banned?
I am the president, Barack. I would never let the government ban any genre of games.
We know you wouldn't let anything happen to games, Joe. Both you and your clone.
Haha, yeah, Donald, good one. But in all seriousness, Joe, if you ever let anything bad happen to the gaming industry, we would have to sneak into your bedroom at night and spank you until you make things right again.
Agreed.
Anyways, guys, my question is a hypothetical question. Let's say Joe's clone turns on Joe because Joe isn't giving his clone the love and affection he desires and decides to hurt Joe by banning a genre of video games. Which genre would you guys be okay with never ever playing again?
Not gonna lie, Barack. That seems very likely to happen. Joe, you better start treating your clone better if you know what's good for you.
Wow, Barack, your hypothetical is kind of freaking me out a little bit. I think you're right, Donald. I will start treating my clone better from now on.
I'm glad you're coming to new resolutions regarding your relationship with your illegitimate clone, Joe. But answer the question first, and then you can start worrying about your clone after you answer my question.
Honestly, Barack, the answer to your question is really simple. I would like for the porn genre to be banned.
Yeah, Barack, the porn genre should go and never return, in my opinion. That genre shouldn't even exist anyways, and it's doing more harm to people than good.
All right, guys, I see the problem with my question now. Let me rephrase it. Let's say in my hypothetical scenario, Joe's clone knows Joe's top 5 gaming genres, and he plans to hit him where it hurts by banning one of these 5 genres. Namely, action-adventure, racing, fighting, shooters, and sports games.
No, Barack, my top 5 is action-adventure, racing, fighting, shooters, and horror games. Sports is my 6th favorite.
Good job, Joe. If your clone is secretly listening in on this conversation, he now knows exactly what genres to ban if he wants to hurt you.
Damn it, Barack, you're right. I didn't think of that.
But wait, Barack. There's still a problem with your question. If Joe's clone wanted to hurt Joe by banning a type of games, wouldn't he just choose to ban all 5 of Joe's favorite genres?
Yeah, Donald, but let's not forget that in this hypothetical scenario, Joe's clone is angry at Joe for not loving him enough and not treating him right. So think of it more like a crime of passion. In the scenario, Joe's clone just wants to hurt Joe, but he doesn't want to completely shatter his heart into a million pieces. Because there's a chance that Joe would just delete himself since he would come to the conclusion that he has nothing to live for anymore.
Nah, Barack. Joe would just leave the country and spend the rest of his days playing video games overseas if that were to happen.
Presidents can't do that, Donald.
All right, Barack, I think I would choose to live without action-adventure games.
Are you sure, Joe? Because that means that you would never again be able to play games like Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto, Far Cry, and Spider-Man ever again.
That genre also includes The Last of Us and, most importantly, God of War.
Wow. Okay, guys, I take that back. Let me think about this a little more.
What about you, Donald? Which would you pick?
Wait, guys, I got it. I would pick shooters because there isn't too many first-person shooter games that I know of.
In that case, I have 3 words for you, Joe. Call of Duty.
Yeah, I think I can live without that.
I remember you once said that you love Fortnite, Joe. Can you live without that as well?
Yeah, I like that game, but there's so many good players that it's hard for me to beat them. I just keep losing all the time, so I don't think I'd miss it that much.
All right. What about you, Donald? Which genre would you be able to live without?
Personally, I'd be willing to live without racing games. They're all kind of the same thing, so there's nothing I'd be missing out on if racing games got banned.
That kind of makes sense, Donald, but you're wrong. Racing games are the shit.
Damn it, Barack. Don't just stand there getting shot. At least dodge those bullets. You're wasting your health packs.
I don't know what else to do, Donald. I've been shooting at this guy for a while now, but he just won't go down for some reason.
If you want to lose so bad, why don't you just hand me the controller, Barack? I'll gladly take this guy out for you.
Nah, Donald, I got this. Let me handle it.
Wow, Barack. Not gonna lie, you're screwed. Not only do you have to dodge bullets from the guy at the top, but you also have to handle this big guy down here with you. I think just call it quits, Barack. You played a good game. Don't worry, we won't hold it against you if you give up the controller.
Nah, guys, I never give up. There's always a way to win. Whatever that way is, I'll find it.
All right, suit yourself, Barack. But remember, if your health hits 0 and you make us restart the level, then you will be branded a loser, and the controller will be unceremoniously stripped from you until your next turn.
I'm aware of the rules, Donald.
All right, Barack, I get that you have something to prove by not giving up, but sometimes you just have to accept that you can't win all the time. Losses are bound to happen.
If losses are bound to happen, then wins are also bound to happen, Joe. If I show up with my head held high for the wins and take the wins with a smile on my face, then you can bet your ass I'll show up with my head held high for the losses and take the losses with a smile on my face as well.
Not gonna lie, Barack, that was inspirational. If I didn't know any better, I would think you were practicing to run for president for a 3rd term. If only your skills in this game were half as good as your speeches, then your health wouldn't be so low. It's only a matter of time now, Barack. Speak of the devil. All right, hand me the controller. You forfeit your turn by being a loser.
Donald, you're the only person I know who can go on a whole entire conversation with yourself and then have the gall to call someone else a loser.
Haha, yeah, Donald, that was weird. You went on a whole entire conversation with yourself for like half a minute and then called Barack a loser when he'd just given such an inspirational speech. If anyone is the loser here, Donald, it's you.
Whatever, guys. Just watch me absolutely dominate this level that Barack failed so miserably at. Then we'll see who's the loser.
Donald, even if you do manage to succeed in beating this level, you'll still be the loser because it's about more than just the game at this point, Donald. It's about character.
See, guys, this is why you guys aren't billionaires. You're more worried about character than winning and losing. Everything is competition, guys. And if you're not winning, then you're losing, and there's no amount of character that can change that absolute fact.
Nah, Donald, I think character is more important because bad character isn't sustainable.
What do you mean, Joe?
Yeah, Joe, what do you mean?
I mean that if everyone had bad character and only cared about winning and didn't care about others, then such a society would inevitably collapse. Since everyone in a community only stays and works in that community when they believe that they can trust whoever they live with. In other words, everyone operates with an inherent trust in others. And organizations like governments and law enforcement exist to reinforce that trust, to ensure that it is not broken, and to ensure that trust is able to be maintained.
Damn it, Joe, are you seriously trying to one-up me right now?